Well, welcome to another Face2Face interview with Rockosaurus. Today we're back at Leo's Red Lion just for a change, and we're talking to the awesome SKAM. Welcome, guys.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, now it's not your first visit here.
That's true. This is our third visit here, is that correct?
Third time, yeah.
Third
Yeah.
time.
I know once when I saw you was on the outdoor stage, and it absolutely pissed with rain. Got a little bit moist, and
That was like mid-COVID, that gig.
That was.
If you remember. So
Yeah.
that was a mega gig, though.
it was.
I think it was like, no one had gigged for a good few months, and it was like that, one of those little windows where they opened up for a bit. So
Yeah.
we had a good time outside, though, but you're right, it did piss it down.
There was some
Yeah.
tears amongst the rain, wasn't there? There was
Just a few.
Yeah, tears. People were emotional about getting back out and seeing some live rock music. It was great to be part of it. It was good.
Is that
Absolutely.
a Flight of the Conchords quote? It is, isn't it? I'm not crying, it's just raining on my face.
Good band, good band.
So, guys, what have you been up to lately?
Nothing.
No, that's not true. We've actually, obviously coming out of COVID, it's been an interesting year, I think. People getting back to normal.
Mm.
And we've had a good run of good gigs this year, haven't we? We talk about that. We've obviously got tonight, and then final gig of the year is the local show for us in December. But we've had a busy year in terms of playing quality gigs. In terms of what we're doing in 2023, again, we've been talking about that this morning, haven't we? Trying to devise a master plan, trying to think outside the box like we do, and try and come up with an idea to keep it interesting and fresh.
I do get a bit bored of talking about COVID times, but I feel like we had that whole period of oppression, with the pandemic and gigs being cancelled, and then coming out of it, we've actually been. I feel like we've been better off. We've come back out. We've started being able to think about a more quality approach in what gigs we're doing, and that's led to us doing some amazing shows this year. Whereas before, our approach was just go and play everything. I think everybody's been a bit more selective in what they're doing. I think that just makes for a better rock scene.
Well, it does. I mean, it was in a way, it was a good reset, wasn't it? And it gave everybody time to reflect on what they were doing, what direction they were going in, and for all of us.
That's it. And the value of going out and getting your face melted off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. People missed it so much. I think they didn't realise what they were missing until it wasn't there. It's certainly it's been a fantastic year music-wise. I mean, everything's been sort of squashed together, hasn't it? And there've been so many gigs I'd have loved to have gone to, but too many gigs, not enough time. But I mean, the last time I saw you guys was up in Bury St Edmunds for the Just Push Play Festival, which is
Great day.
Always a fantastic occasion.
Yeah.
This was my second year. I actually booked for next year on the night as soon as tickets were released, so I was keen. I think you picked up rather a lot of fans that night.
It's a cool venue. I mean, we've never been there before to play or to see bands, so stuff like that's always a really nice surprise when you turn up, because you don't know, you only see the pictures, you know what I mean? So when we got there, it was just a mega venue and a great festival.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of festivals like that where people will go every year, and it's just a really cool place for the bands to play, and there's always a guaranteed audience, so it's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
I think the lineup was awesome for Just Push Play as well. And in the afternoon when we got there, it was sweltering hot, wasn't it?
It was.
I lost a good few pounds that day sweating. But we went on just after our friends Empire.
Yeah.
And they are amazing at that atmospheric, beautiful afternoon, everybody just getting lost in the music.
Sure.
But then I also think that really helped us out, because we came out, kick in the face, powerful rock music, and everyone was ready for the afternoon.
Well, that's right. Yeah. I mean, it's certainly the comments that I received on the couple of videos I shot of you guys were absolutely outstanding. People absolutely love you.
Thank you very much.
There were a lot of people who hadn't seen you before.
Well, that's what I enjoy about festivals like that, is the new territory, the new town or the new city. You get so bogged down with London, Manchester, Nottingham. So it's great when you actually play in an old market town or something else pops up in a strange location, and you think, you always assume, don't we? You'd assume like, what's that going to be like? But you get there and there's a great venue, great PA, and a great crowd.
Yeah.
So that's been a real eye opener, I think. These new locations.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, it's quite a surprising venue considering where it is. You think Bury St Edmunds?
Absolutely.
Where's that?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were driving around Bury St Edmunds, getting told off by traffic wardens, not knowing where on earth we were. We couldn't even find the venue.
Am I allowed to swear?
You swear
It's
all
fucking difficult to get to. Honestly, they closed a couple of roads and it was right bang in the middle, weren't it?
Yeah.
And then we kept going down. Some woman came out, some Karen came out raging at us. She was like, turn around. And we were like, we're playing just there. I can see the entrance. She was like, you can't go this way. And we had about a 3-mile round trip to get back to where we were.
God, yeah.
It was worth
It's a
it.
bit mind blowing the way it is now. I mean, I until just push play 21. I'd not been to Bury for over 20 years.
Yeah.
My God, it changed,
Yeah.
I mean, it was so it was quite a surprise for me when I first went back there, just sort of seeing how it developed. Suddenly you got this lovely sort of piazza, with this fantastic venue.
This sounds very fancy, but often me and the boys will go out and we'll play a venue somewhere, or we'll play in a place we've not been to. And the winning comment is always on the way back. We're like, oh, yeah, might take the wife back there later.
Yeah. Oh, that's seriously rock and roll, isn't it?
Nice romantic weekend with the missus.
Yeah.
Hope she don't watch this video. They're expecting a weekend in Bury St Edmunds now.
I'll treat them to a weekend in Gravesend. Well, you got Leo's to bring them to, so I mean.
Well, I suppose it's a good idea. We could bring them to Gravesend and get them in the ring.
What, this one?
Wife war. Who's the hardest wife? Is that what you think?
Yeah.
There's a YouTube channel right there.
Oh, it is.
My wife's bigger than yours.
My wife.
Yeah.
My wife will lose. Thanks, wife.
Brilliant. I suppose we'd better talk about Intravenous. I mean, what an album. Fantastic the way you released that, Intra, followed by Venus, even though the first release of Venus was slightly surprising.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Special edition.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, basically we were presented with a CD full of sitar music, and it was... I thought you'd gone in a very strange direction with that.
It could only happen to us. It was a year in the making. We got everything ordered. We thought we were doing all the best by the fans, getting everything out early, and we were like, this time it's going to all come together. But the company actually printed the wrong music on the discs, and I'm still to this day hopeful that some sitar artist in southern Bangladesh has received 1,000 discs with SKAM music on.
I'll teach them.
We still have those discs as well. We've got them in the band room, so if anyone fancies 1,000 discs with sitar music, get in touch.
Yeah.
Make us an offer.
I think I've been buying, actually.
Very fancy drinks, coasters, or frisbees.
To be fair, I'll listen to it. It's not too bad. It's...
Yeah, but you are a bass player, so I mean...
Yeah.
It's
Put it on a Sunday afternoon. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're saying you're a weirdo, Matt.
We could gift them to local curry houses, right?
Perfect.
And we could go down a store and we could get free curries for life.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
I think you've got a plan. So, have you got new music in the pipeline?
We're in that kind of period in between. We're kind of writing, and like Matt said earlier, we're figuring out the master plan. So we're writing songs. We've started that kind of process, and we're just talking about what we're going to do, really. I mean, like you said with Intra, we always try and do something just a little bit different. So obviously the last one was we do it in 2 parts, and it kind of spreads it out. So we're just trying to come up with ideas, because I don't think any of us really want to release just an album. Although if we do, we do. But we want to try and just do something a little bit different for the fans, really.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll come up with a cunning plan.
Got an idea today, didn't we? But we'll keep that under wraps.
We come up with an idea. It's just about keeping it fresh and just interesting. It's sometimes we feel the scene is great, but it can be saturated with that another 10 tracks, CD, it's on LP, it's on a coloured vinyl. It's very much the same. So to try and think outside the box and present it in a different manner, we just hope that keeps it a little bit more interesting.
Well, that's right. I mean, your albums up to date have been very much sort of concept albums, haven't they? Which is really the way forward for a band like yourselves. I feel.
We're not. I mean, no arrogance when we talk about it, but we always started this whole journey out as massive rock fans, you know, and getting obsessed with bands of our time, and we're still massive rock fans, and so we always set out talking about what, as a fan, do we want, and what we don't want is just a generic, straightforward 12-track LP, and what I always used to get excited about when I was following bands was a special edition or something a bit quirky like a shaped vinyl, you know, just something to capture your imagination and make you feel like that you were buying into something that wasn't just the normal every run-of-the-mill thing.
Sure. Yeah, and I think the fans appreciate that, you know, because it is different the way you present stuff, and that's very important. As you say, keep it fresh, you know, offer something a bit unusual. And yeah, you certainly managed it so far. So long may that prevail.
Got a part 2 next. No, I'm only joking. You heard it here first, folks.
Guys, I wish you every success. You're going to have a great time tonight, as you probably are well aware, because you've played here before. Looking forward to see you gurning and what have you.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll just play a standard gig.
People mention this, you know, he doesn't know.
No, well, really, yeah. He
But he does
watch
know.
the videos
He
back,
gets sent the
does
photos and he's like,
Yeah.
He
just get a bit lost in the moment.
he can't help it. He cannot help it.
I think you definitely get the prize. Well, not only for the loudest shirt, but also for the best bass face.
My favourite thing that I tell everyone when they talk about Matt's face is that he pulls that face in the studio. He does it at practice. He does it exactly the same, no matter where we are, no matter how many people are watching.
Yeah.
So
Probably does it just walking down the street. But
No, I think I'm relatively normal, but it's
relative.
define normal.
But I just I mean it always comes up, but I just love it. I think that's it. That's what I do, and it's why I get to express what I'm playing.
That's right.
So that's about it, really.
It's massive. Madonna.
Even though he looks like he's having a stroke sometimes, but
it's a weird thing, isn't it? It's an odd thing. I mean, I love a good bass player and a good bass face, but I don't know. It's just it comes from somewhere. I don't know where.
Yeah. Well, as long as it keeps coming, keep it coming.
Well, I'm getting old, and my neck's getting a bit worn. So I may just join a jazz infusion band and stop pulling phases.
A bit warm.
My neck's getting warm. Yeah. You know, it's like honestly, it's serious. It's serious for headbangers.
What, are you going to wear out your neck?
Yes. It's
like Dave Mustaine.
It's a known condition.
I don't think you've headbanged as much as Dave Mustaine.
I think they're going to put a couple of bolts in it before.
Hey,
You are getting old, though.
You'll be gutted when my head falls off.
Good.
Now I'd like to capture that on video, but guys, have a great time tonight. Thanks so much for taking time to talk to us, and I'm looking forward to seeing your gig.
Thanks very much for everything you do.
Thank you.
And all you guys for tuning in and keeping the music alive. Thanks a lot.
Respect.
Cheers,
Peace.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Cheers.